gentlemen, my name is Sarah Cocker and I'm your MC for this evening. On behalf of CIBSE UAE, I welcome you to the 3rd Annual CIBSE UAE Building Services Awards. Honoured guests, if I could please ask you to be upstanding for the UAE National Anthem. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. It now gives me great pleasure to invite to the piano Mr. Frederick Payet. He's going to give us a beautiful song to welcome us to this auspicious evening. Frederick, take it away. fantastic musician but co-founder and commercial director of CPI Industry. They are the organisers and media partners of tonight's event. In case you can't remember, I'm sure many of you can, a trip down memory lane there, One Moment in Time by the legendary Whitney Houston. She performed it years ago at the Olympics, and perhaps a fitting choice indeed for tonight's landmark ceremony. Well, tonight we're going to be giving away awards in 5 categories, and we have a fully fledged programme ahead, so relax, sit back and enjoy yourselves this evening. During the course of this evening, we shall be recognising and honouring outstanding performances, both by individuals and businesses that are directly and indirectly associated with the building services industry. Now, the awards are part of CIBSE's motto of promoting careers in building services by rewarding that exemplary performance. The association's knowledge resource portal empowering high achievers and prospects by facilitating a route to full membership. At a time of great dynamism in building services, CIBSE's impact in enabling collaborations and transnational knowledge flows, recognising and rewarding high achievers, and mobilising global stakeholders for sustainable transformation has indeed been profound. In the Middle East, where new buildings are being constructed in great numbers and the existing stock is yearning for tech-led optimisation, CIBSE UAE's ambitious regional roadmap is indeed a cause for celebration. To commemorate this and the awards tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage Farah Naz, the CIBSE UAE Chair, to make the opening speech. So Farah, I'd be delighted if you come and join us.
Good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing to see all of you and the energy in this room. Thank you so much for being with us today. So, as the chair of the UAE chapter of CIBSE Chartered Institute of Building Service Engineers, it is my privilege and honor to welcome each and every one of you today to celebrate CIBSE UAE's 3rd Annual Awards and Gala Dinner. I would like to extend a warm thank you to our honorable guests, His Excellencies, dignitaries, representatives from government agencies, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and my dear colleagues in the built environment across the globe. Special thanks goes to His Excellency Dr. Ali Jassimi, Chair, Emirates Green Building Council, His Excellency Ambassador Lars Nielsen, Consular General of the Kingdom of Denmark, Mr. Ahmed Bukhash, Director DDA and Chief Architect and Founder at Arc Identity, Mr. Self Al-Sada, Architect, Ms. Habiba Al-Marishi, Chair, Emirates Environmental Group, Mr. Majid Fayad, Dubai Supreme Council of Energy, Dr. Pablo Esquerdo, Head of Energy Efficiency Section, Ras Al Khaimah Municipality, Mr. Gurjit Singh, Chief Portfolio Officer, Miral Asset Management, Mr. Abdul Latif Al-Bitawi, Director, Emirates Green Building Council, Mr. Andrew Shaw, Chair, Biba Gulf Chapter, Ms. Sandra Woodhull, Architect, Tangram, Ms. Rana Kaku, Darya Gate Development Authority, Mr. Rushdi Ahmed, Darya Gate Development Authority, Ms. Amrita Kalakshami, Founder, Sustainability Tribe, Ms. Dipti, Director, Green Building Certification Incorporated, Farhan Juratali, Ministry of Justice, Huda Shaka, Planner, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, DTM, and John Kavanagh, Deputy Consular General and Trade Commissioner of Australian Government. Thank you. Thank you for being with us this evening. This week, and especially today, is a very special day indeed for all of us at CIBSE UAE, as the CIBSE President Kevin Mitchell and our CEO Ruth Carter is here with us in this momentous occasion, where we have gathered to recognize the commitment, leadership, and hard work of our industry, which is you. We are in the midst of a climate and biodiversity emergency, and as part of built environment professionals, we have a role to play. The United Nations has launched a global coalition to drive net zero transition to address climate emergency. More than 1,000 cities and 1,000 educational institutions, 400 financial institutions have joined the Race to Zero, pledges to take immediate action to halve global emissions by 2030. As CIBSE, we are leading this transition with our global presence and partnerships with the built environment professionals. As the world's most trusted chartership institute with 125 years of history, we have a central role to play globally and regionally. 3 years ago, just before COVID, when the new committee was formed and I started my role as a chair, we made a commitment to our members and non-members to focus on healthy and net zero buildings as our key area for knowledge share. For the past 3 years, led by our proactive committee members and EN members, we have organized virtual knowledge share sessions, CPDs, conferences, training partnerships, which are attended by global audience to solidify this commitment in the region. Our mission is to advance and promote the art, science, and practice of building services engineering, to invest in education and young people, and research, and to support our community of built environment professionals in their pursuit of excellence. This week has been extremely important as our President Kevin Mitchell signed visionary training partnerships with local universities and leading consultancies to mark our better world. I truly believe we, as in you and I, have the power to create the blueprint for a future generation for an equitable, sustainable future. In Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum's word, the future belongs to those who can imagine it, design it, and execute it. It isn't something you await, but rather create. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate these visionaries and change makers in our region, and thank you for being here with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of CIBSE UAE, I once again welcome you to join us to celebrate the boldest and the brightest in the industry. In closing, I would like to extend my gratitude to the organizers and wish our finalists the very best. Thank you for being with us. I hope you enjoyed tonight.
Thank you very much for that, for a very insightful speech indeed. Well, with the CIBSE Awards 2022 coinciding with the association's 125th anniversary, as Farah mentioned there, we are excited to have in our midst Kevin Mitchell, CIBSE President, and Ruth Carter, the CIBSE Chief Executive, for the first time in the region. Ruth has a strong track record of creating successful collegiate communities within publishing and exhibitions, and points to the opportunity for supporting a strong sense of identity across a diverse international CIBSE membership. Now, she's got particular success in employing the latest technological solutions in the challenges that surround communication and inclusivity inherent in such a community. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome warmly to the stage Ruth Carter, CIBSE Chief Executive.
Your Excellencies, President Mitchell, esteemed CIBSE members and fellows, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, on behalf of myself and CIBSE's Global President, Kevin Mitchell, I'd like to thank you for the warm welcome this evening. We are genuinely delighted to be with you here to celebrate the CIBSE UAE Annual Awards. I'd like to thank Farah and all the CIBSE UAE committee, not just for the amazing evening we're seeing tonight, but also for the exceptional week that they have hosted for Kevin and myself. We have been fortunate enough to meet with some of the region's most influential and groundbreaking individuals in the field of building services engineering, ranging from academics and world-class engineers through to highly engaged, driven, and deeply talented students who are hungry to take their place on the global stage, creating buildings that are highly efficient, highly safe, and truly impact on the net zero agenda. Whilst I used to be a regular visitor to the UAE, it is nearly 20 years since I was last here, and needless to say, Dubai has changed a little since then. When I last visited, the first foundations of the Palm were just being laid, and the Burj Khalifa was merely an embryonic thought. So some incredible changes over the past 20 years. And not only in Dubai, everywhere around the world. Not least in that a global pandemic has fundamentally changed the way we think and operate, not only in the way that we interact with other humans, but also in the way that buildings support and enhance our way of life. And that also reflects how the world of the building services engineer has changed over the last few years. We used to be in an era where, in some instances, the building services engineer was seen as the least important person in the chain. But of course, that has all changed, and we are entering a global era where substance will be hand in hand with style. People want buildings that don't just look incredible, but feel incredible to work in, that are efficient and safe, and that enhance our way of life. And CIBSE is right in the heart of that wave of change. CIBSE leads the world in setting standards and providing guidance to create world-class, safe and high-performance buildings. And we are global leaders in assessing and validating the competence of individuals to perform those roles. CIBSE is also a world leader in driving the net zero challenge. Our climate action plan has formed the foundations and set a high standard that others strive to follow. But CIBSE members are not just talkers, we are also doers. At the beginning of this year, we launched the world's first embodied carbon calculator that is providing practical solutions for really understanding the true carbon impact of buildings on the environment. We are also an institution that believes passionately in collaboration and sharing. We lead the way in providing guidance and knowledge to deliver smart buildings, but we also provide the thought leadership and encourage the mindset changes that deliver smart people. Measuring the carbon impact of a building is one thing, but using that data in a clever and meaningful way is what will make the real difference. And CIBSE's members are at the forefront of that thinking. And of course, the net zero race is a team sport. It will not be won by one company, one institution, or even one country alone. Only through true collaboration and true sharing of knowledge and thought will we start to make a change. And CIBSE has a strong reputation in playing well with others in driving this forward. We need to be respectful that it will take time, but we also need to accept that the time to start is now. I am told that the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree is now. I recently heard a great presentation by a Paralympian swimmer, and it was his first Olympics, and in the final he came last. But not just last, spectacularly last, a whole 9 seconds behind the winner. And 9 seconds in an Olympic pool is quite some time. The winner is out, showered, has the medal around his neck and is celebrating with his family at dinner, and our friend is still in the pool trying to finish. And as he gets out of the pool, his coach comes over to him and says, "Never mind, next time you will win." And our friend looks over rather exasperatedly and says, "But that is impossible." He had just swum with every ounce of heart and nerve and sinew, and that 9 seconds was impossible. And his coach looked at him and said, "There are 1,460 days from today until the next Olympics. All I ask of you is that every single day you improve by 0.0006 of a second. Is that something that you can do?" And of course our friend said, "I can do that." And the rest is history, because at the next Olympics he won. CIBSE's role in climate change is providing the knowledge, the guidance and the expertise in hunting out every last 0.0006 seconds that there are, so that we can affect the change that we need in the net zero agenda. CIBSE is a truly global organisation, and there are members in over 100 of the 195 countries of the world. Our members' expertise, commitment and skills make a genuine difference and are a force for global good. And we don't just lead the way with knowledge and guidance on net zero. The infection-resilient environments guidance we created last year in partnership and collaboration with the Royal Academy of Engineering and the Institute of Mechanical Engineers was seen as the built environment's global route map back from COVID and has been downloaded by 194 of the 195 countries of the world. And here in the UAE, we have one of the newest CIBSE regions, but also one of the most exciting. The technical committee here has already published 5 regional design guides for mechanical and electric public health for Saudi Arabia and mechanical and electric for Abu Dhabi. We are fiercely proud of our international footprint and reach, and the UAE region genuinely justifies that pride as they enrich knowledge creation and dissemination and strengthen CIBSE's global knowledge, wisdom and guidance. It only leaves me to wish luck to all our finalists tonight, and I look forward to an evening that is a celebration of the exceptional talent and the exceptional achievements of the UAE. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Ruth, for that inspiring speech to get everybody ready for the awards. We've got them all lined up behind me here, ready to go, and we're going to have a fun evening sharing those acknowledgements out there today. But before we do that, a couple more speeches. In our midst today, we have the Global Practice Leader who's launched 5 challenges to encourage action, communication and collaboration, inspiring those who are new to the industry, as well as raising our profile more widely and inspiring people to join from a wide range of backgrounds to ensure that the industry reflects the communities that we serve. So ladies and gentlemen, if you could join your hands together, please, for Kevin Mitchell, CIBSE President, as he makes his way to the stage.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for that very warm welcome. Your Excellencies, honoured guests, it really is a privilege to be here celebrating with you this evening. To echo what Ruth has said already, I would like to thank Farah and the whole of the CIBSE UAE committee for welcoming us, for planning a fantastic itinerary of events over the past week, and also for organising tonight's awards. It's a huge amount of work, and I think you will all agree that they have done an incredible job. So thank you. I'd also like to take the opportunity to congratulate all of the shortlisted entries for tonight's awards. Tonight's awards are an opportunity for us to celebrate the people, innovations, organisations, projects and technologies that continue to drive forward the art, science and engineering of building services. So congratulations to you all, and I wish you all luck with the results. So having lived and worked in the UAE myself for over 8 years and being personally involved with the delivery of many, many projects, as you would over 8 years, of course, and you all know that very well. Projects including the Irene HQ building and also the Louvre Abu Dhabi. It really is a pleasure to be back here as part of my role as the CIBSE President. It is also wonderful to see how the CIBSE UAE region has gone from strength to strength over the last 6 years. In 6 short years, indeed, since its formation in 2016, the CIBSE UAE region has grown in size, it's grown in stature, and it's grown in influence. And I'm sure that this success will continue for many, many years to come. Now, of course, this success does not happen on its own, and it requires a huge amount of effort from the people who set that vision and steer the course for the region. Often, their efforts go unnoticed and are not recognised. But tonight, I would like to change this. So tonight, before we do anything else, I would like to recognise the huge personal sacrifices and the amazing hard work that Farah Naz has made during the 3-year period that she has been chair of the CIBSE UAE region. And I would like to present Farah with a CIBSE President's Commendation Award. Farah, would you join me on the stage to receive the award, please? Well, there we go. There's a first. Farah didn't know something that was going to happen tonight, so I'm glad we can still surprise her from time to time. So if you will allow me, please, I would now like to take a moment to reflect on the goals that I have set when I took on the role as the president of CIBSE just 4 months ago in May. This year, we, CIBSE, are celebrating 125 years of being in existence. And to mark this milestone, I have launched the CIBSE 125 Challenges. Now, every president of CIBSE has a theme for their year, and when it came to my time to choose which theme to select, I had a long list. Should it be net zero? Should it be pandemic resilient infrastructure? Should it be safer buildings? But when I thought about all of these themes, which are all hugely important to us, I thought, what is one thing in common that they have in common? And what they have in common is that we need great engineers to help to face these challenges and help to solve them. And we have great engineers now. That's brilliant, who are fighting the challenges that we are currently facing. But who is going to face those challenges and solve them for us in the years to come? And that, for us, needs to be the next generation. So for me, I believe that the most important thing that I could choose for the year ahead is the challenge, the opportunity that I have and that we all have to inspire the next generation of engineers. And I believe that there are many connections and parallels between the CIBSE aims, the theme for the year, and also the UAE year of the 50th, particularly in the third pillar, which, I'm sure you all know, is to motivate the youth to set their vision for the next 50 years. While we all know it's very, very important to celebrate and learn from past successes, we all also know it's very, very important to support those who will lead us in the future. And for me, there can be no more important aim. So for my one aim for the year ahead, I've also identified 2 goals. The first goal is to pay forward the support that we have all experienced in our working lives and in our career, to pay that forward to the next generation. We have all, each of us, received so much support to develop as individuals and professionally, and I believe it is our duty, our opportunity to pay that support forward to others so that they have the opportunity to develop and grow. So that's goal number 1. And goal number 2 for me is to share how the key building services engineers are in the fight against climate change and also in the transition to net zero. The work that we do as building service engineers alongside other professionals is pivotal in these battles, but it's not widely known. And I believe if we share how we as building service engineers help in this fight more broadly, whether it's on social media or whatever medium you may wish to use, then our message will be heard and others will be more inclined to join us. So please think about these 2 goals and think about how you may contribute. So from there, from the 1 aim and 2 goals, that's when I came up with 5 challenges to tie in the 125. These challenges are a spark rather than a rule. They are designed to be inclusive, flexible, memorable, celebratory, and accessible to both organisations and individuals alike. My aim this year is to spread these challenges as far and wide as possible So it is an additional honour for me tonight to be able to be here tonight in person to tell you about them. So let's have a quick look at my 5 challenges, because I'm sure everyone's very keen to hear who's won the awards and to have a spot of dinner. So challenge number 1 is to celebrate. To celebrate your building services icons. Now, an icon could be a building, and we've got lots of fantastic buildings to select from in the UAE. It could be a person, someone's inspired you personally. It could be a technology or technique or a tool. So think about what is important to you as a building services, what continues to motivate and inspire you, and share that with others so that we can support other people as well. My second challenge is to inspire future engineers to consider our profession. This challenge aims to inspire young people to consider a career in engineering, and specifically in building services engineering. Choosing a subject to study a career path can be daunting. In sharing what inspired you to study building services engineering or become a building service engineer might inspire someone else to consider to do the same. As you've already heard this week, Ruth and I have had the honour of meeting faculty and students from Manipal University and also De Montfort University. Yesterday we were joined at Masdar Institute with students from Heriot-Watt University. Along with encouraging them to be part of the CIBSE community, our aim is to listen and understand what we can do to best support them in their journey. And I would humbly encourage you all to do the same. Indeed, tonight we have a number of future engineers with us, finalists for the MEP Graduate of the Year, and also finalists for the Student Design Competition. Now, whilst there'll only be one or two or three, I think, people picking up certificates this evening, you are all winners in my eyes, and I would invite the finalists for the MEP Graduate of the Year and also the finalists for the Student Design Competition, please, just to stand up and to receive a round of applause from everyone in the room. If you would stand up, please. Fantastic. Congratulations, all of you. Thank you very much. Now, my third challenge is to boost. And this is really looking at how we can support each other's development. The talent, energy and innovation of the early careers engineers that I meet truly inspires me. And they make me even more optimistic for the future of our profession. I believe that we, as far as you and I, have a responsibility to support our early careers engineers as they develop, to encourage and to mentor them, to help them to become stronger. Now, there are many, many ways to boost the career of an early careers professional, and what better way than to enter them into an award. Tonight, we have the Young Engineer category of our awards, and I would like to thank everyone who entered a Young Engineer into the awards and congratulate all of the finalists. Again, you are all winners to me. Indeed, you know what's going to happen now. Could all of the Young Engineer finalists be kind enough to stand up and also to receive a round of applause from the audience? Fantastic. Congratulations, everyone. Now, my fourth challenge is to share your story. Now, I have a story about my journey which led me to become a building services engineer, and each of us has a story. Each of these stories and routes will resonate with someone, and you sharing your journey could just be the spark that someone else needs to come and join us and become involved. Each of your stories is relevant and important. I have been inspired, I really have been inspired from the response of those who have engaged with these challenges. And it really has been a real pleasure in learning about people's journeys and the passion for what they do and why they do it. So I would encourage everyone, please, to get involved and to share your story. The fifth challenge you'll be pleased to hear is the last one, which is to engage. And this is to engage with each other to share climate impact reduction knowledge. This is so important. Now, building services engineers, as I've already said, play a pivotal role in delivering a safer, more sustainable and healthier built environment. And I believe it is important, essential, for us to engage with others, to share knowledge about how we can deliver on net zero. So there we have it, 125 years of celebrations, R125, and our commitment to look to the future by inspiring and supporting the next generation of engineers. So thank you very much for your kind attention this evening, and I hope you have a very enjoyable evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for that heartfelt speech that I'm sure has inspired and included everybody in the room today, which is why we're all here for at the end of the day. Actually, Kevin, I'm supposed to keep you, but you can stay there for a minute and then I'll grab you back. Because now, of course, what is an award ceremony without a jury? CIBSE UAE has assembled a distinguished team of judges, both internationally and regionally, to represent the different points of a spectrum comprising the multifaceted building services industry. Now, we did have a total of 5 judges who evaluated the main award submissions, and of course they spent considerable time reading, contemplating and deliberating the contents of all those wonderful submissions that Kevin was indeed outlining. It was a pretty onerous task, but at the end of all their exertions, they presented the shortlisted entries and, of course, the winners that we will see here tonight. The assessment setup and the process was created to select winners based on their merit and achievement in the past year. It was pretty tough. There was a minimum threshold of 60%, and that was created for each category to ensure that the shortlisted entries were of such a high quality. Rigorous process leading to some submissions not even meeting the minimum threshold and hence not being considered for shortlisting. And in some categories, none of the entries met the threshold, and so those categories were disqualified altogether, just showing the full rigour and strict nature that was deployed during these award ceremonies here today. I'd like to also thank Ella Summer and the CIBSE HQ for being the third-party auditing in this process. That's no mean feat. Of course, they were so busy with the all-important scoring sheet and that elaborate weightage system and monitoring the entire evaluation exercise to, of course, ensure fairness and objectivity. So if I could invite Kevin back to the stage, please. President Kevin Mitchell of CIBSE, and Farah Naz, if I could invite you to the stage as well. That would be great. No problem at all. And we're also going to be joined by the jury. And so if I could call you up one by one, we'd be delighted if you join both Farah and Kevin on the stage. We have Amruta Kashem Kalyani, founder and managing director of Sustainability Tribe. Huda Shaka, advisor for the Department of Municipalities and Transport Abu Dhabi. Rana Kapoor, associate director of Diriyah Gate Development Authority. And Rushdie Ahmed, project manager also of Diriyah Gate Development Authority. Sadly, I think Farhan couldn't make it tonight. Farhan Jarati, he was the associate director of Nakheel and the judicial expert with the UAE Ministry of Justice. And we have some certificates here I know that Kevin would like to give out. This one is for Amrut. So if you could step forward, Amrut. This one is for Bella. This one
Thank you, everyone. So we thought it would be fun to get our judges on stage and quiz them on the judging process. The idea is that as CIBSE UAE, we follow a rigorous, objective judging process. If you have applied, then you know that all the entries come to our secretary, CIBSE UAE Zora, and then they're distributed to all the judges. The judging happens outside of the committee. Committee has no visibility, and we usually invite our clients or outside of the committee or industry leaders to be the judges. And then after the judging is received, the results go directly to CIBSE HQ, where Anna Summer from HQ, who is our regional collaborator for all the regions for CIBSE, conduct the whole process of resulting and finalizing the final results. So hence, I thought it would be really interesting, because in CIBSE UAE we started this award process only 3 years ago, but HQ have been holding it for 20 years? Maybe a while. So I thought it would be interesting to get our judges here, to quiz them a little bit, ask them what their experience was. So if I may, it's no order, but I just wanted to know what was the experience of judging the CIBSE UAE Awards, and may I start with Amrita?
Yeah, so I think A first, so starting with me. Okay. So judging process was very interesting. I actually liked the questions that were asked to the nominees or people who participated. Particularly one category which was MEP consultant, where they were asked what did you learn, what were your lessons, and I was very happy to see that that was part of the
you can say the engineers did those questions.
but they had to write about it, so it was really nice. It was well thought of. Definitely all the categories, all the people, individuals, companies who participated, they did a good job on presenting what they have done last year. But I personally was thoroughly impressed by young engineers and the students. That was the toughest category. Everyone did such a great job that it was difficult as a jury whom to give a bit higher or lower. Impressive. All the youngsters are impressive.
So we have hope towards net zero transition. I think that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think we are on the right path, I guess, with our next generation. Yeah.
Huda, would you like to share something?
Very similar theme. The two categories I enjoyed judging the most were the graduate engineers and the young engineers. And it's really heartwarming to see the talent in the local industry and the diversity of the talent. Fantastic solutions, I agree. And I think what caught my eye, maybe you might have noticed from the people standing up in the room, the graduate engineers were predominantly women. So hopefully in a few years' time, I'm hoping that the young engineers are also at least half women, and that this room is also half women as well.
Thank you for sharing that. Rushdi, I have a question for you. What sustainability and energy efficiency requirements you were looking for when you were checking the entries?
Yeah. So the criteria which we were looking at for sustainability and energy efficiency is basically the project experience and also for the younger engineers, the studies or any accreditation they're pursuing with the or the green building organization. So we looked into that. And what we felt is that there's a lot of aspiration from young engineers to pursue a career in sustainability, which is promising. And also with regards to organizations, they are integrating net zero and then zero carbon into the organization policies. So some organizations also say that by 2030, they'll have almost 100% of the projects will be net zero carbon, so which is good. Right? And yeah, so it's
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Rana, so I have a question for you. What do you think of the quality of the submissions that received?
Good evening, everyone. I was really impressed with the standards of the entries and the form that were prepared by all participants, in particular with the consultancy of the year and young engineer of the year and also graduate of the year. So all the forms have demonstrated how the organization as well as individuals and engineers in our industry are working towards net zero and more sustainable building and better environment.
In terms of the transparency of the judging process, do you have any feedback? What are your thoughts? Because we always maintain a very transparent process, inviting external people from the committee. So what are your thoughts on that?
From my experience, I was from outside CIBSE committee, so
of course.
I didn't know anything about the participant or anything else. And also, Rush is my colleague, and we didn't even discuss any of the result of anything internally.
Thank you for sharing that. Kevin, I will come to you because we are doing the judging award for the last 3 years, but CIBSE has been doing it for a little bit longer. What's the thoroughness and objectivity and transparency of process used in HQ?
Sure, well, thanks for the question. I mean, clearly there is a challenge, isn't there, because we need the judges to have enough technical knowledge of the subject matter to be able to really judge very clearly and consistently. And also, our building services community is close. So there's always the risk, there's a perception of bias. So we've got many sort of steps into place to try to avoid this perception of bias. So clear guidelines on judges to make sure that there is no conflict of interest. Clear processes. We have a lot of support from, I'll call it secretariat, but staff from CIBSE, such as Ella and the team there, to help to guide where there's a potential perception of conflict. But most importantly, we call on everyone to behave ethically. And I think as professional engineers and architects, that's something we are very, very used to doing. And I think that the ethical behaviour is so important. So those are the steps we've done.
Thank you for sharing that. So my last question to all of you is, as industry leaders, what message do you have for the building services industry? Who wants to go first?
So in the community of building services here, I would just like to highlight one particular aspect I think we all need to focus on as building services professionals, that when we design and construct the building and we look at sustainability now, net zero, and it's very positive atmosphere. You could say it's a positive atmosphere in the market that everyone wants to achieve higher or focus on delivering high standards of sustainability or even net zero. But we also need to focus on if our buildings which we deliver are actually performing up to that level. So one of the biggest challenge I think in front of us is the performance gap our buildings are showing. And I think we need to work very, very closely with the asset management or asset developer to make sure that whatever we have delivered at the stage of design and delivery, it's actually not creating performance gaps or shortcomings so that we actually achieve net zero during the operations.
Thank you for sharing that. Rushdi, I'm going to come to you because you're on the client side. So what message do you have for the building services industry?
The key message which I have for the building services industry, whether it's from the consultancy side or the contracting side, is to engage more with the key stakeholders, whether it be clients or developers, and educating the need to integrate sustainability into projects. I know it will have some cost impact, but in the longer term, it benefits the world. So I think that's something we should be promoted.
Thank you so much, Rana.
Yeah, I will add to Rushdi also, every engineer or consultant need to think how efficient the building will be, not only from design point of view, but also from manufacturing point of view, where to bring the material from, rely more on maybe local resources or local manufactured inputs, and also think about how best to design an efficient building and not over-design if it's not really required.
Thank you so much. Uday.
So this is coming from a non-engineer.
So you're wonderful judges.
And I'm truly amazed at the skill and innovation that ingenuity engineers bring to the table, and specifically building services engineers, and the important role they have to play in a climate emergency. So my message would be, sell your skills and demand a seat at the table where the decisions are being made. Because guess what? The answers are, you're a big part of the answer. And if you're not at the table, we miss on those opportunities as a human race, if you will, as a built environment. So you have the right ideas, bring them up to the decision makers, to the clients, to the early design stages. Doesn't happen the first time, demand it the second time. So that would be my message.
Very strong message. Thank you for sharing that.
I didn't know. Thank you. I would say three things, and they just happen to be three C's. So the first one is to have courage and be courageous. As building service engineers, as we've just said, we have a lot of answers, and people actually want to hear our suggestions and our answers. The second C is to collaborate. We can't achieve net zero alone. Architects can't achieve it alone, structural engineers only. We can only achieve this together, so we need to collaborate to be successful. And the third C is to celebrate. Celebrate those successes and the great achievements that you are part of, and I think tonight's a great part of that.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank all our judges. I know one of our judges is not here today, but thank you so much for your time and commitment. I know it was a long process, and it was a lot of things to look at and questions and all that. And we are always open to feedback, so if you have any feedback for us, please, we would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for each one of you. It shows your commitment to the industry and the younger generation and the future of the industries. Thank you so much for being with us.
A big thank you there to Farah and of course Kevin and of course the jury for all of their hard work. As we said, Amrita, Huda, Rana and Rushdi, and sadly Farhan couldn't be with us this evening. Well, now we're going to invite you for some food, because as well as awards, we're going to feed you as well tonight. But not only are we going to feed you, we're going to give you some fantastic live music. It gives me great pleasure to invite back to the stage Frederick Payet, but this time he's going to be joined by his daughter, Celine D. Matahari. Now, Celine is a 14-year-old French-Indonesia singer and songwriter who's won several local and national talent competitions and featured on Virgin Radio Dubai. Most recently, she represented Indonesia performing on the global stage that was Expo 2020 during the new Seven Wonders of Nature celebration in partnership with the UN. So, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies present, please enjoy your dinner and a round of applause for your live entertainment this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Celine D. Matahari, and I'm very happy to be with you tonight in this amazingly beautiful venue. I would like to thank CIBSE for inviting me on their anniversary and wish good luck to everyone on their awards. Now, I would like to play one of my original songs called White Novel. And as you will see on the video, it was shot in the beautiful Double Jace Mountains in Ras Al Khaimah. Hope you enjoy.
was a shadow of it all. I wish I would've known better from the start. He tore us apart, but I can see the fear in your eyes. You know something isn't right, but you write novels on paper white sheets, can model much better than me. Who am I compared to you? And he is the picture in every girl's mind, loving him with a blind eye. You were supposed to be mine. Now it's always you and him, and I won't be your shadow anymore. We all grew apart, and I was a fool all along. Doesn't matter who's right or wrong, 'cause in the end we'll all be gone. But you write novels on paper white sheets, can model much better than me. Who am I compared to you? And he is the picture in every girl's mind, loving him with a blind eye. You were supposed to be mine. And I will move on with someone new. My everything will no longer be you. I guess this is the end of us. But you write novels on paper white sheets, can model much better than me. Who am I compared to you?
Thank you.
And I also seem to know that we have a lovely Spanish lady with us in the crowd tonight. I think Isora is here. Well, okay, so here's a little anecdote. The next song that I'm going to perform is a song by Enrique Iglesias. Do you know him? Okay. So there's a little anecdote also behind this. As I told you, we are familiar music freaks. So back in 2008, he, right in the middle of the financial crisis, it was quite interesting actually, he did a private show for a property developer. And we went along, and the night before, I just, practiced a little on the piano the song Hero. Okay, just warming up the concert, and the next day, I would never have expected in my wildest dreams what was about to happen, because as you may know, Enrique, in some of these shows, he always pulls a couple from the audience. So he asked, okay, are there any couples in the room tonight? So obviously my wife and I, we waved our hand, and he was quite close to me, so I just said, oh, by the way, our son is called Enrique because of you, and he heard it. He said, don't lie. I said, no, this is not a lie. This is true. Okay, come along. So there we go on stage, and he actually made me finish live with him and his band the song Hero. And thank goodness I had practiced it the day before, that's all I can say. So that's a little anecdote for you tonight. And so this song is called, please forgive my poor Spanish, Mentiroso. Let's go, guys.
So this one is called Évidemment from one of my favorite French singers, Kenji Girac. Hope you like it. C'est pardonner tous les humains, de pardonner les mauvais chemins, même derrière. C'est pardonner à tous ceux qui s'aiment, de ranger les erreurs qui traînent, même après. Moi plus je peux tomber dans on a pu se tromper sans doute. Tout ça c'est vieux, c'était pas nous deux. Évidemment, on pleura mieux pour mieux s'aimer. Et quand Dieu s'est pas donné, évidemment, fermez les yeux sur le passé. Et quand Dieu s'est pas donné, to all our Indian friends here tonight and to my amazing Indian followers. It is called Vi Mahi from a Hindi movie. Please enjoy the rest of your dinner.
Nice to see that. As I said, that's why we're all here today, waiting for the presentation of the 3rd annual CIBSE UAE Building Services Awards. So we're going to begin the show with a short video from the Chartered Institute of Building Services Engineers and their journey and the CIBSE UAE week highlights. And that's going to be with Kevin Mitchell, the CIBSE President, as you know, and Ruth Carter, CIBSE Chief Executive. Us in making this event a success. Without them, we wouldn't be here tonight. So let's hear their views on how important the role of young engineers for future sustainable development is, and the importance of awards such as CIBSE UAE Annual Awards through a podcast. podcast. That will be up in a minute. It's so important to hear the role of those young engineers, as we were hearing from the CIBSE president, Kevin, talking about encouraging all that young talent, particularly on the hot topic of sustainability. So we'll just get that podcast, and here it is. Oh no, it's going to come in a second. They're being shy tonight. Just got to press a couple more buttons, and then you will hear some words of wisdom. But meanwhile, we've got some lovely pictures behind me of discussions of delivering across decades, and all the pictures that we've seen over the last week.
World is facing an upscaling and reskilling emergency. It's not me who is saying it, it's the World Economic Forum who passed the resolution in the annual general meeting in 2021. More than 1 billion jobs and almost 1/3 of all jobs worldwide are likely to be transformed by technology in the next decade, and this is by the economic cooperation and development estimates. In my opinion, skilling young engineers for larger sustainability agenda is not just important, it's indispensable. Getting upskilled to sustainability agenda should be considered as a norm, not only for young or experienced engineers, it has to be embedded in the curriculum of schools. As per estimates, every year we have around 5 million fresh engineering graduates all over the world. Today's young engineers will become tomorrow's green engineers. Organizations like CIBSE have done a remarkable job in upskilling young engineers to understand the importance of sustainability. As CBS, we firmly believe in what CIBSE is propagating for the past 125 years. The reason of associated with CIBSE was because the CIBSE awards are one of the most authentic awards. They are properly audited, and most importantly, CIBSE is celebrating the regions, individuals, projects, and companies' efforts, because we all are working in the aspect of sustainability and making services in general. Apart from that, CIBSE is also boosting the development of the young engineers through participation in young engineers network, technical events, and competitions. I closely follow up most of these competitions videos which I see on YouTube. Apart from that, CIBSE is also empowering members to embark on their chartership journey. That CIBSE also encourages the industry to collaborate and share knowledge as with the minimum design guidelines. So we are aware of it, and this actually helps us to focus on supplying the right products to the projects which are highly sustainable, and also they have less carbon footprints. And also CIBSE inspires student bodies to engage with the industry by providing networking opportunities such as annual awards and inter-university competition.
So when you're on a platform such as CIBSE, it makes one feel that there's a lot of value addition to the contribution made. But when you look at the grander picture, I should say that it unlocks the thinking pattern and also pushes an individual or even an organization to upscale their thinking and contribution. There's a saying, everybody needs a back in the back. So I think it really sets the pace for the same, saying that you're part of an award function. We put it into perspective, there are two dimensions to this. We're talking about an external and an internal viewpoint. From an audience perspective, basically it creates visibility, and also it helps us to understand who are the market leaders and have we actually partnered with the right kind of people and the right set of practices. And from an employee point of view, it gives basically the gratification that they are an integral part of a progressive platform. Be CIBSE or any platform, there's always constant learning initiatives that have been taken to understand understand things like standards that shape and influence evolve. But what matters is when it's like a hand-in-glove concept. You need to put things together, work together, collaborate, and it helps us make every effort to ensure that we are able to provide solutions and services which are sustainable for our better tomorrow. If I were to say in a nutshell, the platform sets the yardstick for tomorrow's sustainable governance.
So we can hear all those lovely receptive comments from our sponsors. Really good to hear from people on the ground to see what they're thinking about the industry at this moment in time. Whilst you all enjoy your dinner, I'll just sort of run through a couple of housekeeping points before we proceed any further to the exciting part this evening, which is of course the awards ceremony. The organisers are requesting that all winners to participate in a photo session. It's just outside the hall after they've received their award. We will assist you out there because we've basically got a forthcoming issue of Climate Control Middle East magazine, and it's going to feature that extensive photo feature along with their views on winning the award. So indeed a great opportunity to have your photo in that magazine with an editorial. We also request all highly recommended and winners to come from the right, my left, of the stage to receive their awards this evening. And at the end of the ceremony, all guests who placed their business cards at the registration this evening, there was like a little goldfish bowl out there, so if you haven't put your card in yet, there might be a last chance to do so. You'll be entered into a raffle prize draw, and the lucky winners will be taking home some gifts this evening from Hisense HVAC and in the corner here, and CIBSE UK and Net Zero. I have a little prize from Net Zero nestling under my desk here. Well, on to the next video of the evening before we move on to the awards ceremony. And with more than 60 years of experience in the Middle East, Polypipe understands the water management problems that cities face and are continually evolving their systems and products to challenge the events brought on by the ever-changing climate, cities and, of course, urban areas, as well as helping to make the people who live within these areas have a more comfortable and environmentally secure future. So please take a look at this video from Polypipe to tell us more about water management. also great there to hear about our deluxe sponsor with 60 years of experience in water management, a pretty important topic, certainly here in the region and globally at the moment, so thanks to Polypipe for that video. Well, with that, we shall begin the announcing of the winners of the awards. That's why we're all here tonight, as well as the gorgeous food. And the first category of the evening is the MEP Graduate Engineer of the Year Award 2022. It's been very closely contested. All the contestants had very high achievements associated with their names. So congratulations to all of those, as Kevin was saying earlier, that have taken part in this, even if your name is not on the final winning stand. To give the awards away, may I please call on Kevin Mitchell, the CIBSE president once again, if you wouldn't mind, Kevin, to join me on the stage. Of all the entries we've received, the shortlisted companies, please come on up. In the category MEP Graduate Engineer of the Year Award 2022 are Ashwari Chengappa from Rambol, Asma Shankini from WME, Besson Star from Borough Happold, from Manipal Academy of Higher Education from the Dubai campus, Priyanka Murugappan from the Heriot Watt University and WSC, and finally Savannah Kumar from Borough Happold. The judges have noted the candidates have performed exceptionally well in their academics and also worked towards research. And they see a pretty bright future ahead for them. But before we announce the winner, we also have a highly recommended award. And ladies and gentlemen, I will bring Kevin up to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, the highly recommended in the category for the MEP Graduate Engineer of the Year Award 2022 is... Drum roll, please.
And highly commended.
Move the microphone as well as music, please.
Can you hear me? Yes. And the highly commended entrant is Krishna Ajit from Manipal University of
that would be most kind. Of course, that brings us to the winner in the category, and judges mentioned that the candidate has potential to lead a team for a design proposal for a net zero office building based here in the UAE and achieving the goals of this project. Now, apart from her academic achievements, she's demonstrated all-round excellence, which has really made her stand out. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the category for MEP Graduate Engineer of the Year Award 2022 is, music please.
And, oh, we need a microphone.
Like a microphone, please.
And, good, you can hear me now. And the winner is Savannah Kumar from Borough Happold.
very much. Well done. You can take a seat now for a moment. I'll pull you back up in a second. Sorry. Right, moving on to the next video. CIBSE is the undisputed leader in the region in the passive fire protection industry. Now, their manufacturing facility is a massive 250,000 square feet, equipped with the latest machines and CNC centres to support the research and development team who are continuously striving to innovate sustainable solutions. So let's watch a quick video from CIBSE and then we'll move back to the awards.
With over 20 years of understanding of the HVAC industry, CIBSE designs, tests, manufactures, and supplies certified passive fire protection, air control, and air distribution solutions, complying with relevant international standards across diverse sectors such as commercial, residential, healthcare, hospitality, educational facilities, data centers, and industrial segments. Safe 4 fire rated ductwork system, committed to make the world a safer place. Designed to meet the most stringent fire safety requirements in the building industry, the system has been comprehensively tested by UCAS accredited Warrington Fire Department, achieving 240-minute stability, integrity, and insulation criteria. Ductwork system is tested in accordance to the S400 76 bar 24, complying with the heating regime of ISO 834 curve at 240 minutes. The ductwork offers insulation of up to 2 hours at 1200 Celsius in applications where insulation criteria is required for type A and type B ducts. CIBSE offers a wide range of UL classified life safety dampers, which include combination fire and smoke dampers, fire dampers, smoke dampers, corridor dampers, ceiling dampers, in compliance with UL 555, UL 555S, and UL 555C, and meeting the requirements of NFPA and IBC to protect openings made in fire and smoke barriers. CIBSE has developed a range of dampers ideal for corridor smoke management system, which do not require any retaining handles for the installation, and also satisfies the UL requirements for applications where the damper blades go outside of the fire barrier. Volume control dampers, from light operations to heavy-duty industrial applications. We provide the perfect control dampers designed to meet the performance requirements as Parenca 500D, louvers and architectural solutions. From providing general fresh air intake and exhaust to and-trap applications, we manufacture a variety of AMCA-certified louvers with different sizes and paint finishes available with standard or drainable blades in either fixed or adjustable blades configurations. Air terminal units. Our pressure-independent VHEVI boxes are designed to satisfy various applications in different built environments. Acoustical solutions. Our acoustics team has vast experience in manufacturing acoustical duct silencers and acoustical louvers. Using in-house selection software, our products are optimized to deliver the required acoustic performance by reducing pressure differential even at higher velocities for various applications.
So well done. Really good to hear from our deluxe sponsor there, CIBSE, taking a peek behind the louvers of fire protection. Well, moving on to the next category now is the MEP Young Engineer of the Award for 2022. Of all the entries received, they've been shortlisted to just 8. And the shortlisted candidates are Ansh Singh from WSP, Crystal Thomas from Borough Happold, Ebby Paul from Black and White Engineering, George Henderson, also from Black and White Engineering. That table's going to be empty. Mohammed Atyab from Jacobs. Munis Hamid, also from Black and White Engineering. This one showing tonight. And finally, Nouval BK from Nael General Contracting. And last but not least, Sumit Sunil from ACOM. Well, it was a pretty highly recommended category, and this excellent candidate has shown all-rounded growth as a young engineer and demonstrated both technical skills and the ability to deliver those to very high standards. So, ladies and gentlemen, the highly recommended in the category, the MEP Young Engineer of the Year Award for 2022 is, live mic please.
Hopefully the mic works. Yes, wonderful. Okay, and the highly commended person is Sumit Sunil from ACOM.
Come on to the stage. It's your so well done. Huge congratulations, well done. Oh, sorry, it's Reed that's collecting for Sumit. Thank you so much. Give our congratulations to Sumit, and thank you very much for taking the time out to collect that for him. And thank you, Kevin. One more. Keeping you busy tonight. Which brings us to the winner in the category, of course. Now, judges have noted that the candidate has good understanding of the challenges faced in running projects and their ability to find solutions. They've been resolving operational issues and improving performance. He has a good example of great appreciation by peers, such as the work on BRHQ project, which is a big clue. So the winner in this category for MEP Young Engineer of the Year Award 2022 is...
Now with that clue, I think I might know the name in this envelope. And yes, the winner of the Young Engineer of the Year is Munis Hamid from Black and White Engineering.
Well done. Gentlemen, Kevin can rest now for just a short while. So great to see such happy faces, well-deserved awards so far, but many more to come. But before we carry on with those, we have a lovely video from Leminar. It's part of the Al Sharawi group of companies. It's one of the largest innovative HVAC and plumbing solution providers and manufacturers of ducts here in the Middle East. Now, the company represents over 20 global partners, such as Ream, Solar, Palau, Waco, Hattersley, Fries, and Climber Uno. Luminar also specialises in the manufacturing of versatile sheet metal ductwork, fire-rated ducts, and, of course, acoustic solutions. So let's take a sneak peek on the latest news in this video.
Established to cater to the evolving needs of the HVAC and MEP industries, Leminar offers cutting-edge, bespoke, and sustainable solutions to the Middle East market through its two companies, Leminar Air Conditioning Company and Leminar Air Conditioning Industries. A multifaceted manufacturing firm and ISO-certified company, Leminar Industries specializes in the production of versatile sheet metal products for the fire and life safety and acoustics industries. Leminar Industries is the sole manufacturing licensee for the Fenland Fire Duct System, UK, reputed for its robust design, performance, and negligible VOC content. Lemonar's other offerings include UL certified fire dampers and non-coated fire ducts, manufactured under the brand Flame Safe. Leminar is also reputed for being the first company in the ducting industry to implement a renewable energy initiative on a massive scale through investment in a 650 kilowatt solar plant that powers operations on the premise, which reduced its carbon footprint by a whopping 65%. One of the leading HVAC and plumbing solutions providers in the region, with its recent foray into data center products and water heaters, Leminar Air Conditioning Company provides quality products, design support, and after-sale services rooted in environment-friendly practices. The company represents over 20 leading global industry brands, renowned for their exceptional quality and product range. Leminar has been a consistent winner of the coveted Great Place to Work Awards over the last 9 years, with the brand's innovative solutions being utilized by some of the region's most prestigious institutions, such as the Expo 2020, SeaWorld and Museum of the Future. Always at the forefront of innovation, Leminar has implemented groundbreaking ideas across verticals such as digitization, customer experience, product quality and range, and sustainability, coupled with its exclusive ideation events, innovation awards, and ideas platform. Leminar has become one of the leading solution providers for the HVAC industries. Leminar is driven to serve the community with expertly engineered solutions. As it enters its 4th decade of operations, it remains committed to continually meeting the demands of the industry, exponentially growing in tandem with the UAE.
From our deluxe sponsor, that video, and take a look at and revisit some of those iconic projects. We're now going to honour the winner of the Undergraduate Engineer of the Year for last year, 2021. Now, we already know the winner, but of course it's no less exciting to present that here today. As you may or may not know, the award has been in existence for more than 25 years and is awarded to a student in their final year of a BSc, B Engineering or M Engineering study. It awards them for submitting to CIBSE a synopsis of their final year project. The award recognises excellent understanding, application and analysis of building services engineering, science and design, as well as originality and high quality visual information. It also recognises the work of the university where they have studied, with the challenge that we faced in the profession of addressing climate change and its consequences, whilst delivering safer homes and buildings for all of us. The quality as well of the professional education in building services has never been more important. Since the winner of this prize in 2021, the CIBSE Undergraduate Award, couldn't make it to the ceremony in London, in the UK, we will be presenting the award here today. So to present this award, I would really like to warmly welcome to the stage Ruth Carter, the CIBSE Chief Executive. And the winner of the Undergraduate Engineer of the Year 2021 award is Khushbu Mankani. So if you could make it to the stage. Khushbu, well done for waiting a whole year. And Ruth will present you with your well-deserved prize. Well done. Thank you so much, which in what was a pretty difficult world for many people last year. Congratulations. So before we move on to the next award, which will be eagerly awaited, we are just going to take a quick look at Sekisui's Chemical Company. They are a publicly listed Japanese multinational with 23,000 employees worldwide and a turnover of over $10 billion US. They've been named in the Global 100 Most Sustainable Corporations for the last 5 years and invented the physically cross-linked polyolefin foam technology, and they're the world's largest manufacturer. More commonly known as Thermobreak in Sekisui's brand name, the market-leading thermal and acoustic insulation product. Let's take a look and see what they're offering. So great thanks to our direct sponsor, Sekisui, and those insights into their Thermobreak product. Well, moving on, for this award, I'd like to invite to the stage Imran Sheikh. He's the CIBSE UAE Vice Chair, to shed a light on a very interesting university competition conducted by CIBSE UAE. And it was the Student Design Competition of the year 2022. And it's a wonderful competition organised by them to promote building services industries back in universities and give students a wonderful platform to showcase their skills. So, welcome Imran. Are you Imran? There you are. Come on to the stage. I'll give you the microphone to introduce yourselves.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, I have a paper as well, but I'll keep it quite short. Obviously, this award is very special, and good evening to all these young engineers and graduates in the room. It's an exciting time, and this is your time to shine as well. CIBSE is committed to the vital role of engineers in delivering a safe and more sustainable, net zero and healthier built environment. We want to inspire the commitment of student engineers to use their skills and brilliance to create a better world. As part of my manifesto as CIBSE Vice Chair, promoting building services to local universities, and it was a very high priority to take it to the universities as well, which resulted in the inception of the student design competition. We are proud that we are in the second year running, and we look forward to make it even grander in the years to come. I strongly believe sharing knowledge is part of your own professional development. As engineers, we are committed to share knowledge, and we need to develop the young engineers as well as the students in the region and promote building services as a career. Thus, I will take this opportunity to urge the wonderful audience in the room to support the local universities and promote the building services even on every end we can. I will now lead you to the videos from our finals universities to give you a glimpse of the wonderful work done by them. So whosoever is a winner, just remember that victories teach you to be humble, but mistakes make you more skillful. So just don't be disappointed. Obviously, there's always a next time, and we should be proud of them. Thank you.
I'm Priyanka, student EB from Harry Potter University, where me and my teammates will be taking you through our project purpose. The UAE has been quite a popular destination for a lot of consultant activities, and not to mention the huge success of the Expo. Although it was the most popularly visited destination at that time, it was restricted due to the hot and humid climate and the long queues, which is why Cambridge team focused on designing a smart film catcher that can be installed in such areas, combining both passive and active strategies to achieve outdoor thermal comfort, while being independent of the grid powered electricity. As we know, wind catchers have traditionally been used as an indoor passive cooling strategy, and how we turn that into a smart system to cool outdoor environment is what the rest of my team will be taking you through.
The wind catcher design is best suited for outdoor thermal comfort, as it's equipped with sensors to monitor both external air and supply air temperature and CO2 levels as well, and then readjust its set points beyond ongoing weather conditions. Now the design in itself is optimal and self-sufficient because the motor expands and the sensors are integrated within this remote BMS system and is powered by 4 3-watt monofisament PV panels. This reduces its dependence on the grid, but also offsets its embodied carbon emissions of 500 kg CO2 in a very short duration of time. It also contributes to various wear and heat benefits, such as thermal comfort and CO2 level thresholds.
The red light is microphone simulation providing the flow of air internal. Due to the radial effect, the more air enters the windows, causes as it travels down and exits through the rooms. Moreover, external analysis at micro level shows high velocities and pressures as it helps justify an action wind catcher. We also undertook a CFD fluid analysis to validate the increase of air velocity up to 4 times compared to traditional wind catcher. Temperature controls internally, present as a worst case scenario, show that an external air temperature of 46 degrees Celsius led to a 7 degrees drop when air flows from top to bottom. Concluding the findings, placement and working behavior of the smart wind catcher revealed a total heat loss of 11.2 kilowatts from the surroundings.
Different types of users benefit from their experience with proper maintenance and monitoring. This is made easier because of our smart wind catcher to create a more comfortable experience for users, in turn attracting more visitors, which brings more revenue. This is all facilitated by a smart building management system.
It is important to understand the application of the smart wind catcher through the user's perspective, which can easily be done when the features are highlighted against a passive wind catcher, such as that developed by Team Machine for a solar cabinet. This is a 3D printed concrete wind catcher which is proven to enhance outdoor thermal comfort at the location that it was in. On one hand, it improves facilities management, as they are able to monitor the system and inform maintenance workers ahead of time, so that nuisance issues can be addressed before there is any significant disruption to the area.
donated into the 2 universities that were selected as shortlisted to best meet the scope of work and submission criteria. Now this award is also special because we have some prizes to go with both the runner-up and the winner. The runner-up is going to receive a prize money of 2,000 dirhams, and the winner is going to receive prize money of 5,000 dirhams. So that should hopefully contribute towards further studies in this area. In addition, the winners and runner-up team will be contacted for an opportunity to present in the CIBSE events as well. So I'd like to invite once again everyone to the stage, if I may, to give out these prestigious awards. The universities that are being nominated are Heriot Watt University in Dubai and Manipal Academy of Higher Education, the Dubai campus. Now, starting with the runner-up first, the runner-up university in this category has put in a huge effort. The awareness of key sustainability drivers applied to modern design practice was clearly demonstrated across a wide range of disciplines. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have the prize here. For the Student Design Competition of the Year 2022 is Manipal Academy of Higher Education campus. Now, their products with the label Canther are exported to 68 countries. The distribution chain covers Europe, a significant part of Asia, and also reaches Africa and America. So let's take a look at this video from System Canther. members talking us through, showing us the spike internal water installations, surface cooling and heating solutions. Certainly a lot to learn as usual. Now we're going to move on to our next prize, which is more an appreciation of the prize, which is pretty important within the organisation. And we're just waiting for us to pop back in the room. I think she'll be here in just a short moment. But meanwhile, if I could invite Imran Sheikh, the CIBSE UAE Vice Chair, onto the stage to give out the appreciation awards. And I'm sure Farah will be joining us in just a moment. So enjoy the rest of your lunch while we're waiting for Farah. Are you phoning up? So moving on to the next category, a very important one. This is the MEP Manufacturer of the Year 2022. Now we've had some pretty stellar entries into this category, and the following were shortlisted. We have CBS, Human Boss, Hisense HVAC, Laminar. Right, make some noise at the back of the room. What about Delivery? And finally, the ladies, Trusted, you need louder. Trusted, where are you? Let's give the award away. I know she's in the room. I'd like to call to the stage Ruth Carter, the CIBSE Chief Executive, who'd like to come and join me, Ruth. And the judges have noted that the highly recommended in this category has explained the concept extremely well and has presented a great heat recovery product that can be useful in achieving energy efficiency. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the highly recommended in this category for the MEP Manufacturer of the Year 2022 is, I'm going to say it then, is Trusted. Well done. You see Trusted? Going down. Calm down to the stage. Spread far and wide back there, so that you'd like to make your way to the centre of the stage, please. So many congratulations to Troston. If I can just hold on to the roof for just a moment. So we're now going to go to the winner of this category. Judges noted that the engine was detailed with its clear submission, good demonstration of sustainability and safety features, which helps in achieving, of course, that energy and water efficiency that provides those smart controls. So lots of big hints there. The winner in this category for MEP Manufacturer of the Year 2022 is Grundfos. Ooh. this evening, and it's one that I know means a lot to everybody in this organisation. And I'd like now to invite Farah Naz, CIBSE UAE Chair, and Imran Sheikh, CIBSE UAE Vice Chair, on stage to give out these appreciation awards. So if we could invite Kevin Mitchell to the stage to receive an award of appreciation first, please. Concentrate through its product to achieve high efficiency, redundancy, high reliability, comfort, convenience, and finally intelligence. So now we're going to showcase that video with Hisense.
Hisense was founded in 1969. Hisense in Chinese represents the beauty of seeing and honesty. In the past 53 years, Hisense, with the C as the name, with faith as the ambition. Its core values: integrity, innovation, customer focus, and sustainability, while promoting the importance of respect, dedication, innovation, efficiency, and focusing on manufacturing. Strengthening its core competitiveness through quality, innovation, and efficiency, Hisense has kept up healthy and sustainable development. In the home, Hisense's strength in technology and innovation. From red light to Qingdao, to now the Hisense. Rangshan, K1, Toshiba TV, Go Radio, Esco, Hitachi, York, Sanden, Vida. Hisense has grown from a small factory into a global enterprise that brings in more than 170 billion RMB annually in revenue. Talent is the essence, technology is the root, and innovation is the soul. Jia, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Wuhan, USA, Europe, Japan, 20 R&D centers around the world. centered on core technologies such as image display and processing and collaborative R&D systems built. Continuously launched the first independent video processing chip in China, HiView. First MCD module production line in China. World-leading ULED backlight technology. World-leading short-term 4K laser cast. China-leading smart transportation products and systems. World-leading computer-assisted surgery system. World-leading access network optical modules. Among them, Hard Technology Company Limited was named one of the first unicorn enterprises in Shandong. Operates the largest internet TV cloud platform in China, serving more than 80 million smart TV users worldwide. Hisense Commercial Display has formed an overall layout of product development and system solutions in the fields of smart education, smart office, and smart display, and has become the backbone of the commercial display field. We are constantly exploring new areas. We are seeking innovation. We let hundreds of millions of users around the world feel the beauty of life in trust. 90,000 Hisense employees around the world are lighting the light of science and technology with their wisdom and diligence, shining with warmth and trust. Hisense, with love, technology, and full of passion.
Well, Grace, thank you to our gold sponsors there, Hisense. So no rest for Imran and Farah, back onto the stage if you please. Take a shortcut if you like, on the right. Because now I'd like to join them on this stage. We also have certain members of the CIBSE UAE committee, and I want to acknowledge their outstanding performance and contribution. So please join me in welcoming on stage the members of the main committee. We'll start with Reid Donovan for boosting our membership. So Reid, come on. Mark Lynch, the Education Liaison Officer, who serves and inspiring the next generation. Hannah Moore, who's been championing the CIBSE UAE's newsletter. Giovanni Tapour, championing the CIBSE Sophie chapter. And finally, Anzala Asha, for her service in Lucy. Please come on to the stage to join Farah and Imran. Also, we have members of the YEN committee as well to join us here this evening. A great photo opportunity, so please feel free.
Mohammed for championing the CIBSE again as well. Islam Ahmed for his service in the CIBSE committee. Mohammed Shamrook for his service in the CIBSE committee. Zanara Ashraf for her service in the CIBSE again. So Zanara, and Asra Hussain for her service in the CIBSE again as well. Our interaction on the stage. We'll just take your certificates. From Cameron. There we go. Well done. Congratulations. Rahim. This one's for you. Well done, Rahim. Nizam. Well done, Nizam. Round of applause for your contribution on this group as well. Asra. We have Asra, yes, on the end. There we go, Asra. And Mohammed. There we go. I'm missing some diagramming, but we'll save that certificate for later. So if you'd like to take a photo opportunity, stand in the middle there. Builds as we get towards the awaited final awards for this evening for the category of the CIBSE UAE Building Awards, category for the MEP Consultancy of the Year Awards for 2022. Now I'd like to bring to your attention that the winner of this MEP Consultancy of the Year will also receive this huge TV, 55-inch TV from Hisense HVAC that has been very generously contributed to this evening's awards. So the short list is for the 2022, comprised of some great submissions which showcase some of the most exciting works carried out in the region. So the shortlist category, the people in the shortlist category are, I know they're very vocal, black and white engineering. Walter McDonald, and WSE as well. To make this award away, I call to stage Kevin Mitchell again, CIBSE President, very busy, getting on to it this evening, fly floating discussion. Please come and join us. So the highly recommended consultancy was noted by judges that they have demonstrated in their responses their commitment in delivering projects focused on low carbon, energy efficiency, occupant satisfaction, health and well-being, and an innovative solution. They stand out for their efforts in sharing knowledge in the built environment sector and are a great example for others to follow. So the highly recommended in this iconic category of MEP Consultancy of the Year Awards 2022 is, standing far away from my phone.
It's working. And highly commended is WSP.
approach the winner for the MEP Consultancy of the Year Awards 2022. Now, judges find their submission as well presented and praise them for their strong focus on sustainable design with zero carbon aspiration. The answers to the judging questions were very well written, and the examples provided in the presentation were very easy to follow, especially the pages on the Storm Dubai Hills indoor coaster. So the winner in this iconic category, the MEP Consultancy of the Year Awards 2022 is...
And the winner is... Kando.
We have a guidebook for buildings for extreme environments and arid climate, and we are going to be picking 3 business cards, so they are going to be supplied, coming our way in just a moment. Here they are. So I think there's one more person. So if you could all take 1 business card each, not your own. Do you want to come to the central stage? We've got to build this up. Alright, and what you do is just pop your hand and take 1 card. If it's yours, pop it back. And then we will. And now it's the winners to give this fantastic prize, this guidebook on buildings in extreme environments and arid climate. So 1 each. We've got 1 each. Maybe I can get you to come to the microphone and announce your winner, one by one. And then we can get those sorts of the prizes up camera. Would you like to go first with your winner?
The winner for my son is Radha Kapoor.
brings to Andy Shaw of AMN Consultants. Carter Rebel from
Maybe again, extra loud.
Carter Rebel from Lebanon.
Lebanon, Carter, are you in the room? I should in the room at the moment. You're going to do that. We'll pop these back in. Yeah, not your thing.
This one is Atam Hayat from CBS.
From ICEBSE to come onto the stage to present this. Ashley and Mark, if you are there, please make your way to come and give this prize. It's a fantastic prize. It's a sound bar, which is currently being brought to the stage. Here we go. To Ashley and Mark. Oh, sorry, okay. Brilliant. We've got Abdullah instead, so thank you very much. Thank you, Ashley, for coming to join us on this prize. So, we're going to dip our hand in one card, it's your own throwback. Brilliant. And if you'd like to make your way to the microphone to Ashley to announce it. Glasses for a sensible, yes. We're getting to that point in life now, aren't we? There we go, Ashley, you get closer to the microphone.
Really superficial.
Brilliant. And finally, last but not least, we have another generous gift for the raffle from Net Zero. I've read this already, it's a pretty good read. And I'd love to join me on the stage is Barhi, Nizam and Anzala to make this presentation. You can join us, please. Well done. Net Zero is grateful for encouragement. And Brandon Norris. Here we go. So I'll give you one of these each, and we will do a draw. One business card each. They're giving us a fantastic prize in Net Zero City. Double take one each. And then you can step up to the microphone when you're ready. Excellent. So the first winner for Net Zero City is?
It's Kaushik Ganguly from Lebanon.
From Lebanon. Make your way to the front. They will wait for prize for you here. Just looking at the line. Here we go. Wait till we see.
congratulations to Scott McKeever from
So Scott McKeever, this is Scott. He's coming beautiful from somewhere London. There we go. My great friend. Well done. Congratulations. And last prize is for the next
Release from Black and White Engineering.
Release in the room. And thank you Fahim, Nizam and Anzala for giving out those prizes. So that's it, almost for this evening. It's been a fantastic round of prizes, well deserved at this annual awards ceremony. And we'd like to now invite the CIBSE UAE and CIBSE Yen committee onto the stage, along with Kevin and Ruth, to take a picture. And we have the most wonderful cake making its way to the stage. Far and around as well. Oh, yes, that's right. We're waiting for the CIBSE UAE and CIBSE Yen members to come up. Don't be shy, there's a big on offer here. It looks pretty amazing. All is welcome. We can turn around if you'd like. Yeah. Can we have some assistants to turn us round? Yes. How many engineers does it take to move a cake? We have a whole new joke there. Fabulous. Would you like to come and take a photo of the cake before we start cutting it? Because that is an amazing cake. Woo! Please, go on. Everybody gather around. You don't want to miss out on this cake. A huge celebration, about 125 years for CIBSE.
Happy anniversary, CIBSE. We have a little song for you.
so you'll be able to see your picture sitting the award winner, so that'll be a pretty special edition out this month. So let's give them a round of applause, and everyone's worked so hard behind the scenes tonight as quickly as possible. And once again, a huge round of applause for the winners of the evening, because of course you're among very few that have earned this well-deserved honour. So many, many congratulations to each and every one of you. And I'm sure you'll agree that this has been an incredible, memorable evening, and thank you for participating. Best wishes to all of you on behalf of CIBSE UAE. So big round of applause to the winners, the contenders, and everybody else that's made this possible. So it just remains for me to wish you a good night, good health, and of course a safe trip home, and as much cake as you can get your hands on, because I think it's going to look pretty tasty. I'm going to be lining up shortly. Thank you so much, and we'll be going out to the music here from Frederick. And ready for your tunes. Brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone. Really fantastic. And Celine is coming back on stage to serenade you out with a very special number.